Aussie. 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 Angry, 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 Aussie. 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 Angry, 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 angry.
All right. Settling down. Oh, hello, Megaleech. I'm not even remotely organized this evening, but that's okay. Just be chilling out for a bit while I sort shit out. Bit orange peel in there. Put that in there. Got to open a new jar of cherries. Always a momentous occasion for me, opening a new jar of cherries. Stab. Huh. Would have thought it would have been much easier to get a cherry. This one's falling apart a bit. Okay. Get some shit under control. Hey, Strictly Sega, how you going? Yeah, so don't know if I'm going to make any videos tonight because I have a lot of editing to do. Hey, Rays, what's up, bro? I mix my little clarified cocktail here. Thank you, Strictly Sega. Wearing the ultimate cocktail shirt tonight, which from the illustration, I think they're claiming is a Cosmopolitan, which would be an extremely long way down my list of ultimate cocktails. Not even top 50, I wouldn't have thought. Just getting my phone out of my pocket. I don't know, in case I want it. Oh, you know what I friggin' worked out? I still had old version of my editing software on the computer. So I'm using the old version that didn't have this update applied that fucked my editing. I still want to get the new version working properly again because it is actually better than the old version. But I'm struggling along. It's like the old version had some sort of problem with the memory and it seized up. But, you know, I'm soldiering on. I edited my St. Patrick's Day cocktails into a single video today, but I still need to add the music. I like to have just low-level music in the background of the videos because that helps cover up inconsistencies in sound. Hi, Heine, by the way. Did I say hello? I sometimes forget whether or not I said hello. Yeah, so the St. Patrick's Day 3 cocktails that I made. Was that just last night? It was just last night, wasn't it? So I'm doing okay. I edited that today. I fly like Slayer raining blood. Good. Okay, well, I'm glad I thought to say it, Heine. Cheers, y'all. Oh, that's yummy. Like a clarified tropical drink. Is orange juice. The orange flavor comes through really well, actually. Am I out of focus? I don't look out of focus to me. Okay, I'll bite, Rays. What would a Rickroll cocktail video be? I'm not sure what we'd do for that. Definitely always open to ideas, though. So, I said that's a newspaper headline I want to see. Michael Mann won $1 million in a defamation suit against conservative writers who compared his depictions of global heating to the work of a convicted child molester. It goes back 12 years. He published a graph in 1998 dubbed the hockey stick for its dramatic illustration of a warming planet. Work brought man at Penn State University wide exposure, featured in Al Gore's climate change documentary. Oh, that's right. The emails that the fucking morons called ClimateGate because they don't understand how people talk to one another. Thought, oh, they're saying they're making it up. He's an idiot. The Competitive Enterprise Institute published a blog post, compared investigations by Penn State University with the case of Jerry Sandusky, who was a child molester. Wowzers. Another writer, Mark Stain, referenced the article calling him fraudulent. Man sued both men and their publishers. The judge dismissed the outlets as defendants, saying they couldn't be held liable for their claims against individuals. They said they're just stating their opinion. $1,000 against one and $1 million against the other. Jesus. You'd have to feel hard done by if you're the guy with $1 million thing against you. You're apparently 1,000 times worse than the other guy. That's pretty intense. Oh, God, you got sunburnt. God damn it. Ugh. I hate that. Put gin in, add soda water, and cut to a Rickroll. A cocktail that will never give you up or let you down. Yes, in a positive way. That's what I'd call an old-fashioned. Oh, man. Never let you down. It's a while since I got badly sunburned. I got very lightly sunburned like a week or so ago. But bad sunburn, fucking so. Okay, what you saw when you got back to your car today. I love the anticipations getting to me on that one, wanting to know what it is. All right, I'll just have to be patient and wait. Okay, just looking to see if there are any other interesting news headlines. Well, I'll tell you. Oh, wait, it's there now. 51 Celsius. Okay, okay, so Reese's car was saying it was 51 Celsius outside. I kind of think that might not be completely accurate, but who the hell knows? Wowzers. Obviously very high 40s, if nothing else. Damn, though. That's not the inside of the car. It's saying outside it's 51 Celsius. Might have been something focusing on the sensors or something. That was the inside. I thought it said inside. And okay, I absolutely believe the inside of the car was 51. If it's been parked in the sun in a heat wave, I absolutely believe the inside of a car, it's 51. Yeah, high 40s outside. That's what I would have thought. Is it a black car absorbing heat? But that's what you get told. Don't leave kids or dogs in cars on a hot day. They can get killed in 15 minutes by the extremity of how quickly cars heat up. Jesus, just imagine how hard you blasted the air conditioning when you got into the car. I'd be worried about touching everything. The steering wheel, the seats, the seat belt. That's one of those days where if you're not careful, you end up with a permanent branding scar if the seatbelt buckle's been catching the sun. and you're a bit incautious and you touch exposed skin. It's like, damn. Yeah, the only difference between you and pork is the packaging. Yeah, no, that's pretty hardcore. Ooh, that's not good. You're going to hear me complaining the next couple of days are going to be mid-30s. You've been dealing with mid-40s. Also, Western Australia's been copping such a pasting with the weather. So I'm going to complain the next 3 days about mid-30s, or possibly high 30s actually. But yeah, not like mid-40s, which well, actually Adelaide's been copping it a bit too, but mainly WA's been copping those brutal things. So that was only a half day. Got a bit of cover. Yeah, but it has been really mild. This next 3 days is going to be the toughest 3 days of the summer, which honestly often happens in February. But what often happens is you get a week where it's high 30s to 40 plus. But the killer is when for a week it doesn't go below 30 at night. That's when it gets you, when there's no significant temperature drop overnight. That's when you get all fucked up. That weather calls for a mango and banana cocktail, definitely. Oh, or a coconut one. Yeah, I'll probably make a freaking pina colada. Oh yes, have the drink in a coconut with an umbrella in it. Yes. No, that's all good. Yeah, it's the lack of a break that gets you. And it's kind of funny. I reckon, like in office, not that I go to the office all the time anymore, but back in the olden times when I went to the office all the time, when you get Melbourne would most summers would get these things where for a week plus, you'd get, yeah, as I was saying, like 35 to 45, and basically not go below 30 at night. And by day 3, you could tell who didn't have air conditioning because they would be coming into work looking like shit because they haven't been able to sleep for 3 nights. Rough. Oh yes, I should use up the coconut water. That's an excellent call. Fuck it. Okay, tomorrow's going to be hot, and tomorrow's pina colada. I'm gonna remake that nutty colada. That was really good. Oh my god, I saw this thing, and I've got to do it. Someone's making a cocktail. There's a technique called fat washing, where you put a liquid, oil or fat, in booze. Like you warm it up so it mixes through, and then you put it in the fridge so the fat or oil solidifies and you can easily separate the booze from it. But the booze picks up some of the flavor of it. Like I did it with bacon, fat, and bourbon. Well, it was whiskeys rather than bourbon. And you all might remember me saying when I made an old fashioned with that bacon fat washed whiskey, it tasted a hell of a lot like pork crackling. Still Defense on Twitch. Hey, how you doing? Another name I don't recognize on Twitch. Hello, thank you for dropping by and saying hello. I also always want to explain to folks who watch from Twitch, I'm using something called StreamYard to restream. Most people watch me on YouTube. Some people watch me on Twitch. Some people even watch me on Facebook. Well, you got to do it on purpose. You got to want it. But the thing I wanted to do, it was one of the local upmarket cocktail bars is doing a cocktail with condensed milk, fat washed cognac. And I thought that sounds amazing. I've got some condensed coconut milk out there. I'm going to put that in rum. That's what chats and streams are all about, Still Defense. Ask random shit out of nowhere. Half the crew have ADHD, so we get the random questions anyway. Yeah, I'm not doing it again. the leftover I put into a clarified cocktail today, and I do not yet know what it tastes like because the filtration's still happening. Might actually go and get some a bit later and taste test it. No, again, it's if you like the taste. Like, it didn't taste like bacon. Well, I guess it did, because the thing it was telling me, I'm drinking pork crackling. Random question. Well, you know what? The internet's full of people who have opinions about questions, and I'm one of them. I am a people on the internet. And okay, I feel like I can 99% tell where this is going, but I'm intrigued. Yes, we're a mix. ADHD, drinking problems, various mental health challenges. We're fluid. We're the divergent bunch. Sexuality, gender, neurodivergent. Yes. Waiting for it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm getting ready. They've got me on tenterhooks, definitely. I think that's what they want. And that's cool. You want anticipation, building up anticipation? It's fine. Okay, that is so much more benign than what I thought you were going to come up with. Get a first car, brother's name, his insurance. Don't pay his price or my price. Okay. Insurance tends to go by the age and driving experience of the youngest or least experienced driver. It may vary the policy you're getting, but in my experience, you have to tell the insurance company the age and driving history of the youngest person who's going to be driving the car. If that's you, if you're younger than your brother, you would have to, in my experience, you would have to put on the insurance claim that you're a regular driver of the car. I know. Yeah, without speech, that is, I would have guessed 100 different things of where that question was going. And it is just a genuine and benign question, which, because I have actually worked for insurance companies, I feel reasonably competent to answer. So it would be his car, and you're the driver. You're 20, he's 30. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. You may have a temptation to not tell them you're driving the car because insurance will be more expensive. But here's the thing. If you don't tell them you're driving the car, and then you have a claim when you're driving, there's an extremely high probability the claim will be denied and you'll just be screwed. So as tempting as it is upfront to not tell them, because it will make the insurance much more expensive, you should tell them you will be a regular driver of the car, because it'll just bite you. Oh, I was expecting trolling, actually. I actually hope my answer is helpful to you, Still Defense. I still feel like it's a long shot that you come on someone's stream and ask a question and they knew what to say, but it's an amazing universe we live in. So, yes, there's a saying, Ray's waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like, okay, you said that, but what else are you going to say? That is a fun and unexpected thing. Still Defense, I genuinely appreciate you asking the question, and I hope the answer is useful to you. I would say there's some variation in different jurisdictions, but as much as it's going to sting because the insurance will be more expensive, I recommend extremely strongly that you tell them you're going to be a regular driver, because expensive insurance is bad. Having your claims rejected is worse, particularly if there's a thing where you're responsible and someone else is like suing you for a fortune, that can fuck your whole life up. Yeah, California, super expensive. It's super expensive in Australia too. And yes, insurance companies are looking for any reason not to pay out. It's just extremely high risk, and it's like not even a scam. I actually fucking hate insurance companies, and I think they pull heaps of bullshit. But not paying out because a young driver wasn't on the policy is not even really a scam. It's just like, well, you never said, so you're not covered. I imagine it's going to be painful. I imagine the insurance premium will be nasty. Some nasty stuff. Oh man, I don't have my non-alcohol drinking glass. I'll need to get that at some point. Yes, that's the big advice, Ray. Don't crash. Yeah, because that also, yeah. I mean, if you have to make a claim, you have to make a claim. I know last time I declared I was not at fault. This other dead shit was. There's some stupid, goofy old bastard. This is like around St Kilda, and uh, at a set of lights. Okay, so like cross intersection. Holy shit! Is that $515 a month for insurance? The fuck can you afford that? Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, I do get trolls a lot. You're banned from the stream. I look, dude, I was so braced for trolling, and the fact that your question was a real question and it was so benign did my head in. Amazing. So I didn't really appreciate it. So Strictly say you so found a company cheaper, require an app on your phone. Oh wow. So what? Yeah, I know that 515 a month, and that's American dollars. So that's like 5,000 Australian dollars. Okay, there you go. Raise has a hot tip. The general insurance. Oh, god damn. Dude, I'd be taking the fucking I think you could get Ubers all month for less than that. That's rough. Hey, yeah, Hannah, how are you doing this evening? We're deep in a discussion about car insurance. New friend, Still Defense, watching on Twitch. $570 for full insurance coverage a month. Holy shit. Yeah. I'm not even joking. I'd be getting taxis everywhere. But also, I don't know your lifestyle and your needs and all those things, so I don't want to be too glib. Oh, nice. Hannah, you have the best stories. The Tale of Two Stupids. Oh, dear. Looking forward to it. Oh, yeah, actually, not a bad idea. Yeah, your call, Still Defense. If you have a YouTube channel, then you'd see everyone's chat and we could all join. So, first, a woman comes in, known scammer, receipt for an item, asking for a refund. Sounds benign. Oh, sorry, Still Defense. It's Angry Aussie. So just Angry Aussie on YouTube. On Twitch, It's Angry Aussie because someone else was using the name. I don't know. Okay, so for refund, you only refund the same way as paid. So if it's paid on a card, it goes back to that card. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Yeah, 2,000 a year is a lot, but yeah, what bloody Still Defense is telling us, that's like 750 Australian a month. Valid defense. There you are. There you go. See, now it's more easy to chat with everyone. So she claims she doesn't have the card, it's her mother's. So openly admitting to fraud. Okay. So, oh yes, it's called New Booze Night. So she realizes you're not fucking stupid. Call the other stores. She tries to ask for store credit, which you don't do. Ah, dear. Ah, that's wishful thinking, Rays. We haven't had a sex party in ages. Also, no way I'm staying up past midnight. I did last night / this morning. Not doing it tonight though. Might go a bit late, but not that late. So eventually she realizes she's getting nowhere. Give her a verbal ban. She has to pick up her click and collect order. So she pulls the scam first and then says she has a click and collect order. Was that paid for with this same credit card, maybe? So you got higher pay. Okay, so you reckon that's relatively normal insurance. Okay. Click and collect order requires photo ID. Can literally click customer details, see name, address. Right. Okay. So if she's trying to pull a scam, it's not going to work. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we were going on a bit last night. It was a Friday night. So you know for a fact she's lifted and wow, so she's given you her details. So this is perhaps details that you might have use for. She is not sounding very bright. Did you have to? You were hitting the cocktails pretty hard, pretty early. Strictly saying, I reckon. Yeah, that's not smart. Someone who's been dodgy and is giving you their details weird. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Oh, nice. You were doing your own karaoke. Excellent. So now for idiot number 2, brought in Baby Bouncer. The sound doesn't work. It's meant to play music and nature sounds. Okay. So I can see a couple ways this might go. Take a red hot guess what the problem was with had like no batteries or the batteries were out. It was a fun night. We were really getting into it last night. It was good. Oh, Blues Brothers karaoke would be good, actually. A lot of really good songs in the Blues Brothers soundtrack, the karaoke. So you were fine. So you're pissed. Watching The Simpsons in bed. Well, that's a good end to the night anyway. So, yep, it's batteries, external power. What did you? Oh, wow, that is so much worse. That is so much worse. I thought maybe they just didn't put batteries in or they didn't have the volume turned up. Wow. Oh my God. That was a whole thing. No batteries, biggest irritation when buying a new dildo. I thought the biggest irritation would be if it was secondhand and the other person had bad hygiene habits. Ha ha! You see what I did there? Did I see the photo? Oh, I did. Yeah, it's a little bit of trivia. They do look freakish. Look, this is from BBC News. I will share it. Hey, Greg, how's it going, by the way? I will share this. One of these people is the Chancellor of Germany. The other's a US Senator. They do look weirdly similar. Not identical, but weirdly similar. So to be fair, a lady complained iron was faulty because it didn't get hot. Plugged it in and turned up the temperature and it got hot. Yeah. That gave you the clap just thinking about it. Yeah. Oh, secondhand sex toys. complaining 45 years she's never had to turn the temperature up on an iron. Oh, wow. Wow. I'm a dude and I know how irons work. My God. I'm indulging in a bit of sexism there, but Actually, I want to get really gratuitous. I had I mentioned this occasionally. Facebook group I'm in. Man invents imaginary scenario, then gets angry at it. It's this weird thing that mostly conservatives do, mostly American conservatives do, is they get worked up. The world's ending, and they say because of this, and they're saying a thing that's just not true, and they're getting super worked up about a thing that isn't true. And it is really weird. But there's been a flurry of ones from these weird incel freaks saying about how, soon all the men are going to have AI sex bot girlfriends, and then the women will be sorry. And it's just like, dude, the overwhelming majority of women would prefer you to fuck off and have a sex bot girlfriend. But whenever I think about it, these guys with sex bots is like, yeah, you're a weird freak little degenerate who doesn't have the discipline to clean your sex bot, and you're going to die from some terrible disease because your sex bot's bits will be all manky because you're too lazy to clean them, and your dick will rot and fall off. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I also do not use irons very often, but I still know how they work. Oh, you got to be really careful with some fabrics and irons. You know what I've been thinking? Because these shirts are weird, and because they're synthetic. So if I've never ironed them, if I would iron them, it would be on like the coolest setting. But I was thinking getting one of those steam irons, so you're not actually ironing it, you're just like steaming and it meant to get wrinkles out. I don't know. So you had it all going on today. Two fuckwits thinking they were the coolest sat on a pallet of toilet paper when asked to leave. Ugh. Yeah. Being dickholes. Yeah, you reckon $50 steamer works wonders? That's what I've been thinking of doing. Yes, the Lucy Liu robot in Futurama. Yeah. Did I see Kanye get torn apart by Sharon? Oh, Ozzy Osbourne. Yes, because he's used a sample without getting clearance, and Osbourne just ragged him for being an anti-Semitic dickhead. Yeah, maybe I should get one. I think it's a good idea. You bought a little Cambric handhold, take to a friend's wedding, use it all the time. Okay. I think it would work well with these shirts, actually, because it wouldn't burn them, wouldn't melt them, and might get these wrinkles out. Yes, a good place to hang the stuff while you steam it. Yes. Good call. No, I got a fair bit of room. I could work something out. Since we kicked the offspring out and I've got extra rooms, I can have a bar. Oh, yeah, by the way, it really is new booze night. I'm going to taste some of these, actually. I need to get a couple of shot glasses. I can get some shot glasses and taste some new booze. That's what I would think. It would just be really quick. I actually like a lot of Kanye music, but his shit, I think he possibly has some actual real psychological mental health issues. At the very least, he's just a dickhead. All right. Those shot glasses. So, okay, I have two brandies I want to do a taste comparison of. One was much more expensive. Look at this one with its, I classified this almost as a novelty bottle. This was actually really cheap from Nick's Wine Merchants. It was marked way down. So I got a couple things from Nick's that were marked way down. It's like this weird stopper on the top, which I think is only plastic. Oh God, it's kind of stuck. I could just see myself spilling this. Got to be careful. Try to get this open. God damn, really doesn't want to come out. What sort of stopper is it? Oh, okay. Now it's got these little ribs. Is that glass? That's glass. So that's actually glass. I had another one of these that looked fancy and the stopper was just plastic. Really interesting question, Justin, because it does happen to people. And yeah, what would you do? So you're saying diagnosed actually got diagnosed? Is it Kanye was diagnosed? Yeah, he's got some issues. Part of his issues is just being a jerk. I probably can't even tell you his albums. It was definitely older stuff that I liked. So Henry, if you were a distillery, be careful about what your bottle toppers. You don't. There's going to be someone who'll try it. There's definitely going to be someone who'll try it. God, okay. Now I could go through all my bottles and go, which one is someone most likely to get stuck up their butt? There'd be a few contenders, quite honestly. All right, we get the glug, glug, glug. I'm going to put it right up to the microphone because I love the glug, glug, glug. New bottle. All right. Put that back on. Now, so that's, although that's XO, so that's extra old. That's extra aged brandy. It is a French brandy. This is also French. Martell. They're a bit more upmarket. This is their cognac that is finished in bourbon barrels. So, under the rules for cognac, they can't market this as cognac because finishing it in a ex-bourbon barrel is outside the rules of cognac making. So they're basically relying, and I think they're right to do this, they're relying on how well known their cognac is. So they don't even have to label it, just like this is a Martell. Little letters, it's a spirit drink made of cognac, then finished in bourbon casks. It's funny, those rules. Like I said, it's cognac, but because they did this fancy thing, finished it in ex-bourbon barrels, can't legally call it cognac anymore because the rules are so strict. Oh God, it's like this fucking plastic seal. I couldn't get it to crack, and I finally got it. All right. So this is much more expensive than the other one, but I'm gonna do it. Oh God, that's funny. Yeah, what happened to the Epstein list? Everyone forgot about it. Because strictly speaking, all that list was people who dissociated with him. Although I think Stephen Hawking did go to the island. I'm not sure. All right. But a few of them are dodgy, like Bill fucking Gates and Trump. All right, so comparing two brandies. Martell's darker, could be from being in an ex-bourbon barrel. People not on the list include Hunter Biden. Yeah. All right, so trying the brandies. That's pretty nice. Wow, that's really smooth. Just this really nice sweetness going down. I do not have any late night deliveries. I did get that big surprise in the last week or two where one of them got delivered at 8:00 at night. Super weird. Absolutely unexpected. All right. So the other brandy. I don't know if it's the power of suggestion, but that's actually feels like more bourbonised. In fact, it's got this wood smoke sort of flavor to it. Very, very noticeably different. I actually don't have I don't have any deliveries I'm expecting. Some of these new ones I got in a delivery during the week. Some I got from Dan's, actually. I happened to be out and about, went in Dan's, and there's a couple of things that were like 25% off, and it's going, I actually need those. Sort of like a generic, this is rum, Plantation's Original Dark. Just, like, this is almost a generic rum. Caribbean rum. Just the old workhorse rum is on a good special. And this one that I was just doing, the Blue Swift, that's like 25% off. And this one I just got for a like, because it was like half off. This is an unaged rye spirit. Where's it come from? 46% alcohol. Finland. Okay. This is an unaged rye spirit from Finland. This could be a good candidate for putting in one of my barrels, actually. No, I'll taste it. I could maybe empty the port barrel and keep the port in the fridge and put that in and then get all the character from the port. Imagine meeting someone, looked like finding out they're actually... I think that has happened to people as well. Twins who got separated at birth and they met as adults, and there were all these weird similarities in their life. Like they were raised completely differently, but they made similar decisions on things. Very weird. Not a twin, two friends randomly meet new brothers and sisters. Oh, Dad was putting it about. I remember someone, it was like a meme. God, it was like 10 years ago. When was Zooey Deschanel big? But it was a meme from somewhere in 5 to 10 years ago. And it was these young rising Hollywood stars, and there were like 8 of them. I just remember Zooey Deschanel was one of them. And they looked so freakishly similar, just with the pictures side by side. They were actually quite hard to tell apart. And someone had just captioned it, someone's dad has got a lot of explaining to do. You'd have to do pranks if you had twins, particularly if people didn't know you had a twin. Oh, yes. If you found out the missing twin had a better life than you, fuck him. Oh, yeah, one's helping raise his brother. That's some solidarity. Do it to mess up, not account for the fact you weren't identical. Not to mention being a trope in fiction. Luke and Leia, the rings. Yeah, it is. Shakespeare did it as well. It's a very old trope. If you fuck your twin, is it masturbation or incest? Ooh. But okay, so are you talking a fraternal twin, or you just meet someone who looks so much like you decide to have sex with them, and then afterwards you find out you're actually separated twins? Again, Luke and Leia. Not that they are twins, aren't they? It's incest. It's just like a running joke that I've seen so many people. 75% of guys, if they had a identical clone, they definitely have sex with them. You're twin, but you didn't know they were separated. Who knows? Well, that's the thing, You're just super attracted to them, whether you're gay or not. I'm saying Zooey because, fuck these Hollywood people. That's my harsh statement. I got to get my non-alcohol glass. Sorry, I'll be back in a minute because I just want to drink some soda water. Oh. Okay, got my non-alcohol glass. Running out of space here. Okay, sitting down. Sitting down. You heard of two people who were switched at birth, grew up rich, one poor, born up so bad, rich family. Oh, okay. That's a weird one. That probably, babies getting switched in hospitals probably happens way more often than they admit. Because it would be very easy to do. Oh, there was not that much soda water. I need to go get some more soda water. God damn it. Oh, now we're getting into weird things with conjoined twins. Oh dear. Where'd you get it? All right, let me get back. Another bottle of soda water. Okay. I was going to say maybe I won't get up again. Do you know what? I might try that other clarified cocktail I've got filtering. Maybe even have some eggnog, actually. Got some eggnog in the fridge. Speaking of twins, it's the twin of the eggnog I had when streaming from Dr. Abigail's place last Friday. And that was yummy, and it probably tastes even better now a week later. Got a bit more character. Oh, well, that's the thing. Like the most famous conjoined twins were, I think, Chinese, and that's where the old descriptor Siamese twins came from. They lived into adulthood and they toured the world and that sort of thing. Apparently, yeah, eventually one of them woke up and their conjoined twin was dead, and they died soon after. Like, I mean, it's the same day or within a couple of hours. I just think that is among the most nightmarish things a human could experience, I think. But yeah. Mm. Oh, that's like a treacly sort of flavor. And almost strawberries. This is really quite nice. Very sweet. Just have a big casket. It'd be a custom-made one. Actually, now I feel compelled to look up the story of the famous conjoined twins. Chang and Ang, that was their name. Born in 1811, died in 1874. So holy shit, lived to their 60s. So now I'm... Oh, no, they were actually from Siam, not China. So that's modern-day Ceylon, Sri Lanka. Thailand. Oh, okay. I keep getting them mixed up. So they were born in Thailand, which was called Siam back in the day. Okay. So at birth, they were healthy, connected at the sternum by a flexible circular band of flesh and cartilage. Livers were connected, and only in the middle of the ligament did they share sensation. Most physicians recommended against surgery, as it probably would have been fatal at the time. That makes sense. Modern literature says it would have been very easy to separate them today. Eng had good health towards the end of his life, but Chang became paralyzed after a stroke. And Chang became a heavy drinker and was in poor health. Contracted bronchitis, recommended he stay indoors, traveled through cold weather to Eng's house. Chang seemed to have recovered, but he couldn't breathe that night. Chang urged them to sleep upright in a chair in front of the fireplace. Eng was healthy but weary. He asked to move their bed. Early morning, January 17, one of Eng's sons checked on the twins. Uncle Chang's dead. The boy reportedly said to Eng, who responded, "Then I am going." Family doctor was quickly sent for, but Eng soon died, reportedly just after, over 2 hours after his brother's death. Huh. There you go. This is vaguely the story I remember. You've got a twins prank on the Discord. Sorry, I just have to look. Oh god, time travels. Oh, there's improv everywhere. Okay, yeah, that'll be worth watching. Anyone who wants, I'm not going to do it because I'll get fucking content matched. But yeah, the link on the Discord for a prank played by twins. Well, conjoined twins happen everywhere. I'm not a big expert on it though. Cats be like that. They occasionally chew through cables and whatnot. But yes. I tell you what, the cheaper brandy is far more approachable, but I think the expensive one has a flavor that would do interesting things in cocktails. Anyway, I have a couple brandies now. I didn't have many brandies. Normal humans would go one brandy's good, but I don't know. I feel like I need more than one. So now I have about 6. So that's probably enough. And also, yes, I wanted more rums. And again, normal people would look at my rums and say, "You have enough rums." And I went, "No, I don't." Okay, there you go. Abby and Brittany on 60 Minutes when you're a kid. I don't really remember them. Probably didn't watch that much 60 Minutes. I did watch a bit of 60 Minutes. The smokiness is still in my mouth from the brandy. Oh, Quentin. Quentin was on so much when I was a kid. He had that bone disorder. From when he was a kid to when he was an adult, he did a lot of stuff on TV. All right, I'm going to look up Abby and Brittany. Abby and... Oh, they had a reality show. Abby and Brittany Hensel. Oh, holy cow. They're like seriously conjoined. They have two heads and one body and two arms and two that, and they always look so happy in all their pictures. Wowzers. That is like so different to the original Cheng and Eng, who just had a tiny little joint on their side. Looking to see if you can buy squirrels. Catch squirrels. Only about half of them have the plague. Also, I'm not joking. Squirrels in North America have bubonic plague. Nice. You're getting 11 cents in dividends for the share you have with them, half share. Oh God, Havana syndrome. That was so funny when those weirdos in the CIA made that up. You can't remember what it's called. There's a doco of a guy with rare disease asks for a can of baked beans to be painted on his casket. When asked why, I want everyone to go, what the fuck is with the beans? Honestly, that's brilliant. Oh, you look at those Abby and Brittany, absolutely impossible to separate them. Fascinating people. And yeah, they seem really happy. Yeah, catch squirrels. They're free. In fact, it's hard to get rid of them in some places. So basically split right down the middle, even though they're joined. Each control their own side, learn to coordinate themselves. Well, I guess you just would learn how to coordinate. Just like, yeah, humans, the variety of humans is just... And because we're all talking about having sex with twins, it's like, okay, you got to think about it. It's going to be quite the experience to have sex with someone who has two heads and they're two people. One body, two people. It's like, wow. Oh, they're primary school teachers. Nice. Where are they? Oof, pretty wild stuff. Wait, what's this? Sorry, someone on a Reddit discussion thread is a Pacific Rim fan. I think they'd be great at operating a Jaeger. Yeah, I get it. They're just absolutely unique. Fascinating study. So another set of girls have a YouTube channel. They have the most deadpan sarcasm delivery. Nice. Hey, Safa, how you doing? Shuki Sega, I'm not going there. Well, that would be the thing, because they are different people and they would arguably be attracted to different people. Just a fascinating conundrum. Yes, it's not a night without Safa. I'm going to see if I can find a distracting thing. There was an AI generated video message from jailed Imran Khan. Oh man. Oh, I'm not even reading the depressing headlines. They're just rolling through, and just a succession of depressing headlines. Have we forgotten how to share the road with manual cars? What the fuck does that mean? Someone's got manual written on the car. Punt Road. They possess attributes vary from automatic transmission. Unique challenge in bumper-to-bumper traffic. Firstly, manual cars roll back on hills. If you're a bad driver, they only roll backwards if you're a bad fucking driver. Manual cars occasionally slower. They're almost always faster. But yes, you can accidentally stall the manual. That's true. Oh my God, I know that people just write stupid stuff to fill up spaces in websites and whatnot, but that was fucking stupid. How do you think manual cars are dramatic? Writing manual on your car is ridiculous. Yeah, I get it. Cerebral palsy, they say don't drive manual. My car is a manual. I just like driving manuals. I feel like you have more control over them. I would say get a professional instructor if you want to learn a manual. Yeah, that is a good point, Hannah. It was a fascinating thing, but as you said before, they are people. Hey, Mega Leech. Alrighty. The truth if there was a non-depressing. Oh God, headlines of protest in Canberra against renewable energy, which is just stupid as fuck. That's the other thing. This keeps coming up in the man invents fictional scenario, then he gets angry at it group. They're obsessed with this idea that they're going to be forced to eat bugs and not allowed to eat meat. And I'll go out on a limb and say meat should be about 5 times more expensive than it is. Okay, so you looked up everything about your insurance. Going to be his price, his name, his insurance. Okay. So long as you're listed as a driver, go with what the insurance company says. But I'd say you definitely need to be listed as a driver. That's what that little article was saying. Like bumper to bumper traffic manuals require a bit more concentration, but I'm a fan of the additional control you have with a manual and that you're actually controlling when you change gears. Still going to be 350 to 400. Dang. The thing is, we're not paying the real price for meat. We're not paying the cost of the environmental damage that meat's causing. It's just, I don't know. Short version, our society's fucked. Well, it sounds like you're getting, a better price than the worst one. Other depends. Okay, I'm anti that on anything. Yeah, someone who wants to act as if there's some sort of superiority because they drive a manual is clearly going to be a dickhead. They're just going to be a not great person. Struggled in manuals. Need for Speed on GameCube. Well, the real ones are somewhat more complex than video game ones. Raise, like I said, the simple fact with the way everything works in the more privileged countries. I was torn between saying country and company. I meant to say country. Uh, is that we're not paying the real price of things. Oh yeah, people who buy Ferraris in the Sydney CBD. I like, but even just, oh my god, like a minor fender bender with those cost you so much. Like, I remember seeing a car in a suburban car park. I forget what it was. It might have been like an ultra high end Audi, but I thought that's an expensive looking car. I looked it up, and it was over $500,000. And I'm like, you're just parking your $500,000 car in a suburban supermarket car park, like the worst place in the world where you're most likely to have accidents. So, Mega Leech, that video you just posted of what looks like it's a mantis. Is that yours? Like you found a praying mantis today? I love praying mantises. They're friggin' aliens. Incredible beasties. Nature be weird, yo. You know, you just make it human sized and it's a science fiction monster. Yes, is the idea that you just want a Ferrari is just like, ugh. To me, it's just like you make bad decisions. Making stores lower costs. Oh, here's but I just think uh it's a really complex answer. And actually probably one thing make junk food cost more, but it's like nothing's real. It's just like I said, we're not paying the real price for almost anything. And the biggest one is we're not paying upfront the cost of the environmental damage of the products. And everyone's just acting like someone else is going to fix it. And yeah, all just these profiteering companies shouldn't be profiteering. It's just it's a long and deep and complex thing. And just the brutal profiteering and price gouging from these big companies is bullshit. And yes, I'm just a big believer in take all their money off them. Sorry, I don't have the energy to go on a really huge rant about the evil of capitalism. Because I could then go on the evil of other systems as well. Basically, when any system manifests in a way that a small number of people exploit and abuse the overwhelming majority of people, and that's been done under the name of every system in history. Blame who's responsible. Oh yeah, and that's it. That's what I was saying. It's complex, and almost everything about the way we currently structure society and industry and commerce and capital exchange is wrong and stupid and fucked and straight up evil. Hey, Kyle. At the moment, it's food prices and how we should drag the capitalists into the public square and lock them in the stocks and throw rotten fruit at them. That's me more than anyone else. It's like I said, it's the whole thing is the whole system is fucked, basically. It's a system of exploitation and abuse where a tiny number of people fuck over like 99% of the population. And we're sold it as a good thing when it's plainly and obviously not a good thing. And it's just this ridiculous go, 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 faster, 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 expand, expand, expand. And we're in a closed system. You can't expand forever. You can't consume forever. That's a proper welcome, Justin. Oh, it's the other autistic gay guy. As in for environment issues, it's not meat. It's the way meat production works in the majority of the world is fucked from beginning to end. It's that simple. It is possible for people to be eating meat in a system that's way less destructive. It's just that almost universally, meat production almost everywhere is just fucked. It's fucked for the animals. It's fucked for the environment. And again, there's profiteering, and the people profiteering keep pushing harder and harder for more and more of their profit and make every aspect of meat production worse. And yes, they're made of meat. We've talked about that before. That's a reference to a fairly well-known science fiction short story about two aliens who've been visiting Earth, and one of them's doing a debrief and goes, "This is weird. They're made of meat." And the other one's going, "What?" And it's suggesting that we, as these physical creatures, are an aberration in the universe, and other intelligent species, more intelligent than us, are not made of meat. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. The myth of infinite growth that the capitalists fucking sell you. Thanks for sharing, Hannah. Can confirm human cadavers look like overcooked chicken. But do they taste like chicken? You're having a meat burger. I was fish and chips. I had calamari and chips. Oh yes, humans are space orcs. There is some very funny stuff written on various sort of discussion boards and fan fiction sites promulgating the humans are space orcs thing, that we're just scary. And there's been a few good little things written where it's like everything else in the universe is different to us and we horrify them. I love that it was only frowned upon. That suggests it wasn't completely forbidden, Hannah, licking the specimens in the anatomy lab. Just frowned upon, not actually forbidden. Kyle, my theory is if you don't have a super strange theory about the world, you're wrong. But share. You like chicken heart. Mrs. Angry does too, actually. Because you can get those at the supermarkets. Yeah. So you're not alone in liking them. Just concentrated chicken flavor, you reckon? Oh, God. And speaking of meat, the Brazilians love their meat. Probably more than Australians, actually. All right. I have to try these other things. Okay. The unaged rye spirit. Yuri. Yura? Yure? Cairo Distillery. Unaged 100% small batch rye. Made with love and care by the fearless Rye whiskey distillers. So this is the base. which eventually becomes a rye whiskey. Yeah, Brazilian style barbecue, pretty full on. You saw a Pizza Hut truck, what, doing deliveries or taking supplies to a Pizza Hut? Okay, well, it's probably, supplies between cities or something. Current theory, pandas are real. You mean not real? Adults had a mental breakdown. Panda onesies left unattended by play. Yep. Okay. Just that's like a spin off of that red panda in China that looked like someone in a suit. Wendy's still exists. Good question. Oh, the Wendy's hot dogs. Yeah, and because the American burger chain Wendy's wants to open here. Ooh. Ooh, that's got a really strong ethanol smell. All right. Get the glug, glug, glug. Okay. That's an interesting Dubbo news. High-rise apartment. Because when I lived there, the highest building in Dubbo was only 6 stories. Because there was no reason to build up because you could just build out. I'm intrigued as to how many stories that will be. Okay, so Reese, you got a Wendy's near you. Okay. You loved Wendy's hot dogs. Bacon, onion, and cheese. Oh, I just have a thing about hot dogs that are dodgy. You love their banana smoothie. I'd probably be more a banana smoothie guy. All right. So, wow, that's got a really strong sort of herbal smell. Yeah, I did that on purpose. The ASMR poor Kyle. Doing work Saturday night, too much happening. You're a busy man. Yes, that's the internet memes. So this is a Wendy's. Like when someone rants about something ridiculous. I don't know when you say fucking dank, is that good or bad? All right. This is hard push because this is high proof. What is this again? 46%. That is a pretty strong flavor. It's very sort of, it's almost oily mouthfeel. Actually, it's not bad. Okay. Yeah. Okay. In that context, dank is good. I thought so, but I wasn't actually sure. Yes, Walmart hasn't come here. Probably to do with what they'd have to pay them because the Walton family are fucking scumbags. But also, I don't think we have the population to support it. Like we've got Costco. Don't think we have the population to support multiple big warehouse thingies. Ranks, always good. There you go. So ranks bad, dank's good. Okay. Actually, Safi, you're right. There are more people than average for a Saturday night. Friday is normally the biggest crowd, but yeah, that's good. Hope people are having fun. I love that race. That's cool, dude. It was an accurate observation. Saturday nights are actually usually a bit quiet if I do them. Oh, that reminds me of Aquavit. That is actually really good. It's got this weird sweetness and herbal thing. Man, I don't think I do want to put that in a barrel. Ooh, I think this has a lot of potential. Maybe find some recipes that call for things like Aquavit and other weird European spirits and use this because it is from Finland. Weird Europeans. I can just say that because the chances of someone from Finland watching are pretty much zero. So I can just shit. It's like West Dubbo. I can shit talk West Dubbo because no one from West Dubbo is going to be watching. I can shit talk Finland as well. Yeah, I do like fill in the time playing Red Dead. And yes, they can't get away with blocking unions here, really. But I suppose unions are still stronger in Australia than they are in America, but they're not as strong as they used to be. Okay. So, final new one. Plantation, who have just started rebranding because in the wake of everyone saying, hey, maybe racism is bad, like with the George Floyd murder, they went, maybe our brand name that seems to be celebrating the slavery that was the basis of the Caribbean sugar trade, which is where the rum came from. Hannah, you did 10 hours at work. You're a soldier with your sheet lungs and no staff. Look after yourself so you can see. That's nice. Costco's pro-union. CFMEU. I'm in the union. As soon as I was permanent, it's like, yeah, fuck, man, I'm in the union. Ooh, that's just a really nice light aroma. Got all the glug glugs from the new. I should have put that right up on the microphone again. Bit of ASMR. That's still pretty full. Maybe I could... Okay, we were talking about bottles likely to get stuck up someone's butt. Look at that. This is really likely to get stuck up someone's butt. Not this one in particular, because I don't allow AIDSy here even when he was alive. So with no AIDSy anymore, that specific one is very unlikely to get stuck up someone's butt. I just mean in general in the world. So plantation, traditional dark. This is just meant to be like, you know, generic workhorse rum. Oh, that is really pleasant. I'm sure someone who's a rum snob would tell me it's got some artificial. It's like it's got a real coconutty flavor. It's like it's like coconut and brown sugar. It's really nice. We're the CSPU, the Communist Party of Soviet Union. So it's the is C Commonwealth, but PSU is Public Sector Union. Oh, can't wait to see what comes out of the latest round of negotiations as well, because they just went hard and asked for like 50 things. We get 10 of them, it'd be good. Very intrigued to see how that man, okay, that rum is good. That's going in some rum cocktails, I'll tell you that now. Oof. All right, that's a winner. And that was on a good special at Dan's. All right, so I think I have enough rums now. Oh, I do actually have something on delivery. I was saying earlier I don't have any deliveries I'm expecting. But I did get some overproof rum because they were selling it at 20% off on the website. That's it. Community and Public Service Union. Okay. Yes, because Commonwealth didn't make sense for me. But anyway. So yes, the unions fighting the good fight. I just remember because my older brothers were Bricky's labourers and they were in the union. He had 2 union 7-inch vinyls. There was one, which I think was an Australian song. It was a union song. The chorus was, "You don't get me, I'm part of the union till the day I die. Till the day I die." And the other one was the Bob Hawke drinking song. It's back when Bob Hawke was head of the ACTU, the Australian Council of Trade Unions. So yeah, he had 2 union-themed 7-inch singles. Oh yeah, that makes sense that they still represent Telstra because it was government. Sapa, your grandparents and mum's side were CPSU members, got better jobs. Grandma's a restaurant manager. Grandpa's chocolate factory. Was your grandpa's name Willy Wonka? Sorry. Oh God, that guy's fucking dodgy. He's not absolutely terrible, but ugh. I don't know. He he does stuff. He Setka, he does stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, dude. You know, I'm on board with you a lot of the time, but not always. Ugh. It's just, what's all that about? Is there any other fun headlines that aren't depressing? Oh, there's been all these articles about vitamins and supplements that are worse than useless and are actually poisoning people. And they should be regulated because they're like A, bullshit, and B, can be dangerous. See these fact checking lists. Trump says he cooperated far more than Biden in classified document cases. Our finding: pants on fire. He's a liar, liar. So you found the union a bit too pricey. It probably depends where you're working. Posted a pic on the Discord. Oh, holy cow. Oh, this looks class. Sorry, I have to share this. Where are we? Sharing the screen. This looks like a class release, doesn't it? Australia Post, We Deliver, 7-inch single. Oh, Safa, it was a joke. He was joking when you said, oh, there were a lot of people watching. That's unusual. He was joking at, oh, dude, that's cold. He knows you actually didn't mean it as an insult or something. It just could be taken that way. Justin, that's among the least surprising things. The heavily stacked conservative Supreme Court siding with Trump, big surprise. Ah, dearie me. Oh God, did everyone see that thing of Barnaby Joyce lying flat out on the street talking on the phone, obviously pissed out of his fucking brain? Hilarious. Calling someone a dead fucking cunt in his phone. Lydia Thorpe pointing out that Albanese's full of shit on this. In relation to Barnaby Joyce, I don't intend to comment on what are clearly difficult circumstances for Barnaby Joyce. She points out when she got in a verbal clash outside a club while she's standing upright with someone who was hanging shit on her. He said, these are not the actions of anyone who should be participating in society in a normal way, let alone a senator. Lydia needs to be conscious of the way this behavior has been seen. There are repeat exercises now. Absolutely valid fucking point. Barnaby Joyce is a disgrace and should be thrown out of Parliament. So as you can see, was that the Holden Monaro record? Has the sound of a Monaro and a very 70s guy explaining the new benefits of the Holden Monaro. Oh god. Okay, where's the Holden Monaro record? Oh my god. Okay, so this is a flexi. So okay, it's a flexi disc. So it's a very cheap promotional thing. Look at this. The new Holden on LP disc. Holy cow. Wowzers. We needed someone to explain the benefits of the Holden Monaro on a record. My God. I mean, that's cool. I mean, you know, I've just made it clear I'm really pro union as well. But I know everyone's got to make their own decision. Yes. And you're going to go live and show your music thing. Yeah. It's yeah, those are some pretty wild ones. I like them. Yes, I thought you were saying that to Sega. Yeah. Well, as he has done it once, if I remember rightly. I don't know. It was the night I think I'd had a few drinks. You know, me, few drinks. What? Actually, and Tirana, what is this? 9:30. I need to have some eggnog. I'm gonna go out in the kitchen and get some eggnog because I just want to know what it tastes like. You know, even though I haven't tasted this one, but you know, it's all right. All right. I'm making excuses. I'm just gonna go get some eggnog. And up like Bobby Joe. Okay, I'm back. It's me again. Once more, I'm back. Okay. Well, what did I miss? Gut wrenching thing. Oh no! When you moved from Melbourne to Perth, 3/4 of your record collection got mold. God damn! Absolutely gut wrenching. By 2010, you moved, hooked on the music. Now you got Spotify. Megaleech still catching up. Praying Mantis is in your backyard. Oh, you were watching it. That's cool. So after eggnog, put a shot of vodka, a shot of tequila, dash of raspberry soda. Just a shot of gin. That's a Ray's martini, just really cold gin. Oh, fuck, that's good. Yum. Oh, yes. Joyce cheated on his wife. Having children. He's just fucked. He's an absolute disgrace. Got to have the gin. What do you want? Vodka, tequila, gin. I actually did have a nap today, like about 3:30. I just felt it coming on, and it was like, oh. And it's time to go and have a little nap. And so I'm full of beans tonight. Oh my god, that's so fucking good. That actually tastes mellower than some of the other batches I've made. Yeah, Strictly Sega, that's getting a lot of media coverage, the Drunk on the Ground one. Oh, Dr. Abigail, you need a drink. This is the same batch as I took over to your place last Friday. Just been aging for another week, and it's even better, I think. Is that bit I was just quoting Lydia Thorpe saying, "This is horseshit." Albanese absolutely ripped on her for retaliating when some fuckwit is harassing and abusing her, and she turned on him and said, basically, "Fuck you." And Albanese aggressively criticized her, and Joyce, who's just a disgrace, has clearly been pissed out of his brain in Parliament multiple times. And he's just like, "Oh, I'm just not going to comment on it." It's like, fuck off, man. The real raise is a bottle of Jack, a bottle of Smirnoff Ice. Oh my god, that's so fucking good, honestly. Oh, why is eggnog so yummy? I used to think I didn't like eggnog, and then I got into it. It's like, oh no, I fucking love eggnog. It's yummy. Will it? I don't know. I mean, the electorate that Joyce is in is just always going to vote for whoever is the national candidate. It's like the National Party should expel Barnaby Joyce. The Parliament should expel Barnaby Joyce. Joyce looks like what a hip replacement feels like. Damn. Yeah, I haven't watched that, but it's Tucker Carlson's just a steaming pile of shit. So going over and doing propaganda for Putin is clearly fucked up. Yeah, it is not going to affect him getting elected because his electorate is going to vote for whoever the National Party person is. If the National Party don't expel Joyce, he'll get back into Parliament. It's that simple. Joyce he's just fucked, man. He's so fucked. Oh yeah, it's Tucker Carlson who literally promoting Nazi and white supremacist talking points all the time. Okay, so Putin was actually taking the piss. Okay. Dubbo's there's a chance someone besides the National Party could get in, not in Joyce's electorate though. Oh man, that eggnog was so fucking good. Like I've got this overwhelming urge to have more, an urge that I must resist. Oh, that's just super yummy. Oh, is that right? An independent. Oh yes, the two guys who were National Party who actually left the National Party to run as independents and supported Gillard. And it's because Hooly Dooly, they might have been National Party guys, but they were rational humans and just went, I cannot in good conscience support Tony Abbott because he's a fucking mutant. Make Obama Prime Minister. I mean, it's probably legal. Who would want? Actually, let's say you get paid a fair bit, but Obama makes a fortune in speaking engagements and whatnot. That's it, Tony Windsor. I still follow Tony Windsor on Twitter. He's an interesting guy. It's all good. Yeah, because Joyce got moved from one seat to another. I don't know. It's all fucked. But yeah, it's just absolutely ridiculous. The whole thing that someone could do the succession of things Barnaby Joyce has done. Here's the thing. I think Obama would genuinely enjoy question time. There was nothing like that for the US president. But in a parliament, yeah, I think he'd genuinely enjoy it. But it's a whole thing. You want to see Howard have question time between? Oh my God, Howard's like borderline senile now. Or do you mean primetime Howard from the 90s being in question time today? Are you going to bring? Was that the one where Biden just was off with the pixies? Just coming across as not all there? But then again, Trump's exactly the same. Yeah, okay. Genuinely interesting. Primetime Howard in today's parliament is an interesting concept. If you wanted senile, ask Putin. Yeah, I actually am mildly confused at how Putin's holding on to power because he doesn't seem all there and is like just making really bad decisions like regarding Ukraine. And it's just, damn. What's it all about, dude? What's it all about? Okay. Can I find another distracting headline? I can't even click on shit. Council's stern warning about item that shouldn't go in your household bin. What is it? Fires in garbage trucks because of lithium-ion batteries. Oh, yes, if you put a lithium-ion battery and it gets crushed by the garbage truck, that will start a fire. There you go. No, that actually makes sense. Don't put your lithium-ion battery in the bin because the garbage truck crusher will start a fucking fire. Oh God, in the US, 2 dead after small jet attempts at emergency landing on freeway. They watched too many movies. Major interstate highway, southwest Florida, colliding with a vehicle, bringing traffic to a halt. Brianna Walker said that she saw the wing of a plane drag the car in front of hers and slam into a wall. Holy shit. How would you be if it was like the car in front of you got taken out by this jet crashing? God, that'd do your head in. Wow, it had 5 people on board and only 2 people died. Pilot requested an emergency landing, lost both engines. Tower lost contact. Then the airport workers saw the smoke from the interstate a few kilometers away. 3. Okay, so it was only the people on the plane. 3 of the 5 people on the plane were taken from the wreckage alive. Wowzers. I'm kind of surprised that anyone in the jet survived. Oh, okay. Here's big news. Polywaffle is returning. And I have to admit, oh, Polywaffle Bites, they look like Maltesers. And I'm definitely going to get some. Because I get stupid shit like that. Okay, PC power supply. I wonder what that would do. They weren't leaving very far on that jet plane, that's for sure. Okay, someone who knew you in your wild times. Okay, what are you posting on Discord now? Oh, I see you typing. I'll wait for it to appear. Leaving on a jet plane. Oh God, that's right. Some weirdo right winger wants an Olympics equivalent where everyone can just pump themselves full of performance enhancement drugs, which is obviously a stupid idea because it will kill people. But they'll do it anyway. Let me see. Kate Blanchett is selling her Melbourne home. There you go. What else is happening? Anything? Anything? Oh. So whenever I see these business papers posting something about you're lazy, you should do this again, motherfucker, revolution comes, you're first against the wall. There you go. Ray's is going to go into criminology, but most of friends are criminals. Oh dear. Huh. Oh, finally a good news story. 12-year-old girl missing was found, safe and well. She was with her brother, said she was going down to the park. Of course the family's sorry, or at least she was found. Okay, more weird shit. Got to stop. Emergency at Pink's Oz show. Dramatic wet affair. Huh. Had to stop the show as punters stood on the stadium floor looking for medical help, including someone who went into labor in the concert. Okay. Wowzers. Pink, she's a character. Sorry, I love that, Raise. Your criminal associate friends would get worked up about you wanting to study criminology, being enforcement. Oh, Handy, you've come back. Plagued by a wee beastie, need teamwork. Oh, okay. We need a solution. Okay. We're always up for coming up with solutions for things. What else is going on? Oh, God. Trump sucking up to the NRA, no big surprise. Oh, a mutant wolf discovery at Chernobyl. Gotta love mutant wolves. Ceiling above your bathroom, concrete, currently under construction. Megaleech is all called up. Welcome to real time, Megaleech. Mutant wolves roam the human-free Chernobyl exclusion zone have developed cancer-resistant genomes that could help humans fight the deadly disease, according to a study. Again, it's probably far from conclusive at this proof. Managed to adapt and survive high levels of radiation. Humans abandoned the area. Wildlife has reclaimed the area. Wolves seem unaffected by chronic exposure to radiation. People with GPS collars with radiation meters on the wild wolves took blood from them. Learned that the wolves are exposed to 6 times the legal safety limit of radiation for humans. And their immune system appears different to normal wolves, similar to those of cancer patients going through radiation treatment. That will be interesting if anything comes of it, but don't read too much into it, is all I'm saying. All right. A wee beastie has made his way into the fluorescent light fixture. It's rattling around in a horrifying way. He's come in from a hole in the concrete where the wires are, so he can't get out of the light fixture. Too fucking stupid to find the hole. When we're saying beastie, what sort of beastie? Is it an insult? Insect? A mouse? Oh, I've only vaguely heard of that movie, Madam Web. I don't really know anything about it. Thought Wonka was all right. I haven't watched it. Yeah, that definitely seems like a watch with the family movie. I'll probably watch when it's free on streaming services. I'll probably watch it. I'm interested. Probably go to the cinema. Speaking of, Timothy Chalamet, probably watch Dune 2 in the cinema. Origin of beastie species unconfirmed. Its suspicions are a massive fucking cockroach, the likes of which have never been seen before. So it's just making an awful, annoying noise because it's rattling around in the light fixture. Raze, I think a bunch of the services are streaming Wonka now, but you have to pay extra for it. I'm going to wait a little while till it's free on a streaming service. I don't know how long that will take, but I'm in no rush because there's a bunch of stuff I want to do. Oh, yeah. No, I could imagine that being unsettling because you can just hear this thing scuttling about above your head. I absolutely understand that being unsettling. You're trying to get beastie evidence. It's a whole thing. Weird little beasties scuttling around. Like we get possums in the roof here, and it can be very unsettling the amount of noise they make. And I definitely wouldn't want a possum to fall through the ceiling. Sorry. Okay. I need to get this headline is hilarious. Meet generations stay at home. You don't need to pay to go clubbing. You can sit at home and watch it on your phone. Oh my God, these dickhole Zoomer hipsters. Okay, I need to share this picture because fuck these people, honestly. I say this to hipsters of every generation, including my own. But Where is it? Where is it? Wait. Okay. All right. See that? Fuck these people. The guy with the pipe, overwhelming urge to slap this guy. Overwhelming urge. Oh my God. What a fucking dickhole. Harriet's teenage sons were sociable as small children. She also prepared for their hermit phase. Around 13 or 14, they started holding up in their bedrooms. It's what my offspring did, just stay in their rooms online gaming with their friends. 71% of Zoomers cut back on going out. I think my son goes out a lot. My daughter's not really into going out. She does do it, but not as much as my son. It's Saturday night and the club's rammed. The bass is thumping. Lasers strobing. You can almost feel the sweat dripping from the ceiling of his former warehouse, hidden away behind whopping docks. Almost, but not quite, because in an effort to be down with the kids, I'm experiencing this rave at the East London Super Club E1, just like some of them do, by scrolling clips of it on my phone from the comfort of my sofa. I mean, it's probably a vaguely interesting article, but these stupid fucking hipster photos. Put very violent thoughts into my head. Maybe that's just me. Exactly. And that's a core part of the article. Who the fuck can afford to go out heaps? Yep, Sapi's saying too. Yeah, going out is really expensive. It's literally just the photos that, and they were posed photos and whatnot, but Jesus Christ, that just triggered a primal response in me of like, oh, fuck those people. Jessica Malboy longs to start a family. Good on you. Where do you go? Brand new car rolls through beachside home after driver forgets handbrake. Womp womp. Oh my God, this photo is awesome. This is another one I have to share this. Sorry, I'm sort of gloating on someone who made a mistake. But seriously, check that out. Straight through a house. Good Lord. 4-wheel drive. Yeah, okay, fuck them. South of Adelaide, extensive damage. Look at that. Oh God, and there's the 4-wheel drive down. My God. What a fuck up. The house does not belong to the driver. Jesus. Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. You know you're fucked up when you've done that sort of thing. You can afford it, but choose not to. But you've got much better use coming up for your money with a big trip to America. Wow. Okay. I got some vicarious enjoyment out of someone making a terrible mistake. Meet the bosses insisting on 5 days a week in the office. Fucked shithole bosses who have got no fucking idea and are just control freaks. That's my thing. Any work environment where you're an office worker and you got bosses demanding you come in 5 days a week, it's just like, you're just a really bad boss. You're just a control freak. You should be measuring people's productivity and do the work, not whether they're physically in one place or another. It's just exceptionally bad management. They're just outing themselves as complete arseholes. Um, man, I hope I never have to go into the job market again, because, you know, I don't get that. I do go into the office a couple days a week, but I don't get that sort of ridiculous pressure. It's just like, fucking hell. It's just, they're just outing themselves so much as just really, really, really bad managers. But yeah, you gotta, damn. It's funny. I think if I was out in the job market, that's obviously something I would ask. And I just would not take a job with somewhere saying, "Oh, people are doing 5 days a week." I went, and I would say, I'd probably just want to tell them and say, "Oh, I'm not taking the job." First, because I don't want to be in an office 5 days a week. There's no point to. But more than that, if you're saying you want to force people to be in the office 4 or 5 days a week, you're just telling me you're a really bad manager. And that is probably a symptom of a deeper dysfunction in the workplace. And it's just this massive red flag that this is a shitty place to work with shitty managers with fucked up attitudes. So that's a no from me, dog. Just like, no, not doing it. No, thank you. I don't like it. Is it okay? It's after 10. I haven't heard from Mrs. Aaron, but she might spontaneously say she's going to bed. You know what I was kind of tempted to do? I had the clarified cocktail happening, and maybe want to taste it. Just have a little taste. Okay, I have. No, wait. Right, I have an idea. I'm going to do a thing before going to bed. Okay. This, I'm going to disappear for a minute again. Oof, gosh darn it. Let's go. All right, I'm back. Okie dokie. Why did you think combust when it said Mrs. Angry May spontaneous? Yeah, well, you know. So, is this a hipster-free zone? Well, you saw my reaction to that terrible hipster photo. I don't know if those people were posing as themselves or they were models completely fitted out, but those photos pissed me off. What time did I wake up? Like 8:30? I lounged about in bed for a while and then got up. That's, yeah. I woke up at about 6 because, like, I sleep in here to not disturb Mrs. Angry. I woke up about 6 and I went in there, like the bedroom door was ajar. That's like the sign that she's expecting me to come in. So then I went and got back in bed and snuggled up and went back to sleep, and then woke up at about 8:30. And yes, and as I said, then I had a nap this afternoon. So I don't know if you can see, there's a really light green color in this clarified cocktail because there was blue curacao in the mix. And the clarifying process takes out most of the blue. It just leaves this light green color. But this will be interesting. I don't know what this is going to taste like. Oh my God, it's still got the bacon taste in there. But this is good. It's subtle. It's not full on pork crackling, but it's still in here. So this drink tastes a little bit like bacon. So you got wee beastie evidence. Video's got a screenshot. Oh my God. Okay, I need to see. Oh, okay. I see why you're worried about it. Okay. It might be a little difficult to see, but so there's a really long antenna of whatever the beastie is that's up in the light fitting, scurrying and making noise. You're open to plans of destruction. No, it's actually a good bed, Safa. It's a single bed. It's the one my son slept on. It's actually a good bed. So just I prefer to sleep with Mrs. Angry rather than alone. So I went and snuggled up and went to sleep for another couple of hours. This drink is funny as fuck. It's like sweet and fruity, and then the bacon flavor comes through. I reckon this, if you didn't tell people what was in this, it would freak them out. Oh, excellent question, Noog. Am I a honk shoe or a honk me snorer? I'm just, well, because I have sleep apnea, so I don't think I even do honk shoe. I think it just goes with this honk. When I suddenly realize I can't breathe and my body's autonomic reactions just make me so bleh. But I think from what I've been told, when I do snore without this whole thing, I am much more honk shoe. Honk, Luke, I am your father. Yeah, it's just like I have the explosive snoring because I just stop breathing and suddenly go. That's why I wear the CPAP machine, which is still here. I have to take it into the other room. What a drag. Got to remember to do that. I couldn't find this. I freaking lost the bit that's meant to keep my mouth open because what we found is with the CPAP thing on, I'd fall asleep and my mouth would and then it's just this noise of the air blowing, which Mrs. Angry found really distracting and would wake her up. So I got this strap I wrap around my head with a strap under my chin to keep my mouth shut. Thank you. That's the correct. It's honk, no, I am your father. Commonly misquoted quote. Oh, well, clearly I found it, Safa. I just 1 o'clock in the morning, several drinks in, a dark thing against dark sheets. I didn't see it. I woke up this morning and saw it straight away. You're getting surgery on your nose for the break. Yeah, well, I've never had a broken nose. It's largely around being a fat bastard. Apparently would be alleviated quite a bit if I magically lost 20 or 30 kilos. To see that, but that's where your brain always goes, Dr. Abigail. Totally innocent cosplay became the sex hats. I'm just throwing out totally innocent, and it might not have been totally innocent because they do seem to conform to some sort of dress up fetishes. Not judging, but they're also not mine. So I don't know. Oh my God, the bacon taste is real. That's so fucking funny. So you've had a broken nose for years, never fix it, kept getting into incidents. So now you think you're not going to get it re-broken, so you're just going to go. I know. Go to bed every night being strapped in place. Oh, well, there is that too, because I don't play sport, so I'm not going to get knocked around. How's that going for it? But no, a big contributor to my sleep apnea is being a fat bastard. Ooh, fun one. Carmelo Pesci, Sydney Mayor vying for Scott Morrison's seat, denies foul-mouthed rant at council staff. Oh, ding. That's Mrs. Angry going to bed. I just want to see this foul-mouthed rant guy. Sutherland Shire Mayor hoping to succeed Scott Morrison, subject to a number of historical complaints within the council, using foul language towards staff. ABC's become aware of legal action in 2020. Contained dispute in the Industrial Relations Commission. Union alleges after the mayor was issued with a defect notice over food safety breaches by a council health inspector, he called the inspector's manager council's coordinator of environmental health. One inspector's giving me a pass and others failed me. There's no consistency, the mayor allegedly said. You were given some leniency in regard to your wall surface approximately 5 years ago. Some of the new inspectors were not aware of this, council coordinator allegedly responded. I'm fucking pissed off. I just got my inspection report at Cronulla shop half an hour ago. Defects that not previously picked up. Been picked up before. Problem is they know whose shop it is, which is impacting on the decisions, replied the council coordinator. He denies the allegations. He says he has a witness to the conversations who will vouch for him, but declined to provide further details about the witness. Oh dear, it's not the first time he had his displeasure. Said he complained to the same manager of environment. One of the health inspectors came into his place, issued me a fucking defect notice. I'm fucking pissed off. It's not good enough. This fuckwit's issued me the defect notice after all the shit we've been through. Who does he think he is? An inspector, I guess, is who he thinks he is. As if that sort of shit is going to limit you, Scott Morrison's fucking seat, honestly. Been watching YouTube videos at Sumo Wrestling Stable. Hear them sleeps like the Sleep Apnea Olympics. Oh, dear. Oh, God. There's a weird whistling noise. I think it's the pipes in this house. They're very... Anyway, I'm going to go to bed. We'll see you fine folk another time, probably Sunday night, for a low-key stream. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to go sleepy bobos now. So you'll take care. Been a fun night. And Hannah's going to go and battle a beastie. Good luck with that. I'll see you another time.